What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and I just want to say real quick, I'm recording this earlier, but it's probably going to come out during the nighttime. I'm going to record this real quick, and I got stuff to do. So, let's get on with the picks. The season's almost over, and it's pretty sad, but, I mean, the playoffs are right around the corner, so hopefully my Giants are in the mix, so... Anyway, last week in week 11, I went my season best 11-3. My only 3 losses were the Titans at the Colts. I really thought the Titans could pull that one off, but disappointed the whole world there. The Buccaneers at the Chiefs. I don't think anybody had the Buccaneers winning. And then the Cardinals at the Vikings. I try to go away from the consensus because everybody was saying the Vikings were going to win, but I thought the Cardinals could pull it off because on paper, they are the best team in the NFL on paper. I mean, just the talent they have on both sides of the ball is insane, and the fact that they can't win a game, it's pretty crazy. So, yeah, those are my only 3 games I got wrong, 11 right, and I even got my upset pick of the week right, Bills at the Bengals, so... altogether, I'm 102, 57, and 2. That brings me to a 63% accuracy. Thank God I'm out of the 61 and 62. Hopefully, I keep getting these double-digit wins to get me to at least 65. If I finish the season with less than 65%, this season was a failure in my opinion because my first year ever prognosticating was a 68%. Like that's hard to beat, but that was my first season ever prognosticating, and it was 68%. So, I mean, I have high standards for myself, and 65% is not acceptable. So, real quick, I want to let everybody know Happy Thanksgiving. These Thanksgiving games are pretty good, and hopefully they don't disappoint, and hopefully you enjoy it with your friends or family or whoever you're going to spend Thanksgiving with. And, yeah. Vikings at the Lions. This is a 12 o'clock game. And, the Vikings are pretty bad now. I don't care what anybody says. Their defense is good, but their offense is just, it's catching up to them now. They say defense wins championships. Yeah, but, I mean, sometimes there's only so much a defense could do because they're not the ones scoring points. You can catch an interception every drive, but if the offense doesn't do anything with it, then what's the point, right? So, the Vikings at the Lions, I really don't think that the Vikings are going to get swept by the Lions, but I mean, there's nothing showing me that the Vikings could win this game. On top of that, they're a terrible away team, and they're playing in an away game. They're a much different team at home than on the road. So I'm going to take the Lions here to sweep the Vikings because they beat them in overtime a few weeks ago. I'll take the Lions 24-21. Detroit -2.5. The next Thanksgiving game, Redskins at the Cowboys. This is very significant, especially for the Giants. For the Giants' case, if you want to win a division, I guess you're gonna want Washington to win, and that's what I want to happen. I want to win a division, but I just can't see that. Like I said, guys, I can't see the Cowboys losing yet. There's not a team that has really impressed me to the point where I'm like, okay, maybe the Cowboys could fall here. I can't see the Redskins pulling this one off. As much as I want it to happen, it's just not going to happen. I'll have the Cowboys winning this one 26-22. Take Washington +7. I think Washington will keep up with them. I think they'll keep up with them. The last game, it was like 27-23 or something like that. It was a 4-point difference, just like this game that I'm predicting. So, Steelers at the Colts. I have no clue on what on earth the Pittsburgh Steelers did to deserve an 8.5-point favorite over the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, that is disrespectful, in my opinion, to the Indianapolis Colts. There's nothing telling me that the Steelers will even win this game. I don't even think the Steelers are going to win this game. I'm predicting them not to win. And the fact that they're favored by a touchdown, more than a touchdown, is insane. I'm sorry about the lighting in here, guys. I wish I could switch to a different place, but you can't see half of my face, but it's whatever. So I'm going to have the Colts winning this game 26-24. Take Indianapolis +8.5. I'll have, that's my upset pick of the week. Next up, the first 1 o'clock game, Giants at the Browns. This is also my lock of the week. I can't see the Giants falling here, especially in a track. I can't see you know, it would be the Giants to give the Browns their first win of the season. I mean, it would be, especially that we're now in week 12. So, but I, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'll have the Giants winning this game 24 to 14. I don't think the Giants are just not set up to blow anybody out. Even though they have better pieces than they did last year, we blew people out last year, and we were a 6-10 team. But yeah, the Giants just don't blow anybody out. So I'm just gonna have the Giants going 24 points. So 24 to 14 sounds fair. Take the Giants -7. They haven't beat a team by more than 7 points yet, but this could be the game here. This better be the game. I'll tell you that. All right, Titans at the Bears. My second lock of the week. I'll have the Titans winning against the Bears 31 to 17. Jay Cutler's out for the year. Who knows if that's a good thing or bad thing? I'll tell you this right now. Jay Cutler is done in the NFL. It's over. I believe that the Chicago Bears are going to be looking for a quarterback in this year's draft, whether it's Deshaun Kaiser or Deshaun Kaiser and Deshaun Watson, or even Brad Kaya for that matter. Any other quarterback, or like the old Chad Kelly. There's a lot of quarterbacks in this draft that they could take, and Jay Cutler is just, that's it. He's over. He tore his labrum and he's done. So I don't know who's going to be their starting quarterback. I don't know if Brian Hoyer's all right. Is he ready to go? I'm not sure, but yeah, I'll have the Titans winning this game anyway. 31 to 17. Take Tennessee -5.5. Jaguars at the Bills. I was back and forth on this one. Not of who's going to win the game. I think the Bills are going to win this game, but the spread. I think Buffalo is favored by a little too much points because they don't really blow anybody out. And I don't, but it's all about the Jacksonville offense. Their offense has so many good pieces, but their offense is just terrible. It's bad. I mean, they can't move the ball down the field, especially with Blake Bortles. And the Jacksonville Jaguars are another team that needs to shop for a quarterback in this year's draft. Whether it's a plan B kind of option, take a quarterback late in the draft, maybe fourth round at least. But they've got to look for a quarterback, whether it's the draft or free agency or whatever it is. Tony Romo's available, so. Yeah, but I'm going to have the Buffalo Bills -7.5 here. I don't think, the Jacksonville Jaguars offense are really going to keep up that much. I'll have the Buffalo Bills winning 23 to 10. Bengals at the Ravens. Now, this could be a close game, and the Bengals could win this game. Their division rivals, AFC North games are almost always very good games. But the Bengals are just really bad this year. There's no getting away from that. And I'm going to have the Ravens winning in a low-scoring match, 21 to 13. Baltimore -4.5. Cardinals at the Falcons. Listen, the Cardinals are done. They're finished. I mean, whatever hopes of Larry Fitzgerald actually getting a ring, or Carson Palmer actually getting a ring, or Chris Johnson actually getting a ring, even though he's injured. But or all these great players on this team actually getting a ring that's towards the end of their career. It's over now. I mean, that's it. I don't think the Cardinals are going to be a contender for another, 3 or 4 years now. I don't know if they're going to come back from this and go to a Super Bowl and win it. I mean, I believe either this year or next year is Larry Fitzgerald's last year. They've got to win the Super Bowl before then. It's not going to be this year. So they better pray for next year. But it's sad because Larry Fitzgerald is one of my favorite players in the NFL, and it sucks that he doesn't get a ring, but it's whatever. I'll have the Falcons winning 33 to 20. Take Atlanta -4.5. Rams at the Saints. The Rams are bad, and Jared Goff didn't have a good outing in his debut against the Dolphins. He had a chance to win, but Dolphins came back late in the game to win the game 14 to 10. So I'm going to take the Saints to win this game. I know their defense is terrible, but they've actually been playing pretty good as of late. They held the Broncos to 23 offensive points. They helped and beat the Seattle Seahawks, a team that's, amazing right now. And I think their defense is actually picking it up a little bit. So I'm going to have the Saints winning this game 24 to 7. Take New Orleans -7. 49ers at the Dolphins. The 49ers have proved by showing last week they were pretty scrappy against the New England Patriots. New England Patriots actually struggled in this game. It wasn't an easy game for New England to win. You would think it would be a bye week, them going into Santa Clara like that. But, I mean, the 49ers hit them in the mouth. But, the Patriots are the Patriots. But, I'll have the Dolphins winning this game, but not too much. 24-20. I think the 49ers are able to compete, but they just can't get the win. So I'll take San Francisco plus 7.5, but Dolphins to win the game. Chargers at the Texans. The Texans need a win here. I think they get it here. I don't think the Chargers are really going to be threatening in any way, especially the Texans play better at home, and they play better against teams that have, bad defenses, which should be, you know what I mean, guys. I mean, they get blown out by teams with elite defenses, and they lost against one of the worst defenses in Oakland. So I don't see them. I could see them bouncing back here and beating the Chargers 27-17. Take Houston -1. There's a lot of good players on the Texans. They just, I don't know what it is. They don't click together the right way. My third lock of the week, Seahawks at the Buccaneers. Shout out to my manager, Ricky. I live in the Tampa Bay area, so everyone's a Bucs fan, and me and him were just talking about it, and he thinks the Buccaneers are gonna whoop the Seattle Seahawks, but on the contrary, I will have the Seattle Seahawks whooping the Buccaneers here. 34-17, Seattle -5.5. Panthers at the Raiders. The Panthers are pretty scrappy. I know they're a bad team, but they're pretty scrappy, and the Raiders don't have the best defense. But the Raiders don't even play as well as they do at home, but I'm still going to have them winning this game. I'll take Oakland 31-28. Take Oakland -3.5. Patriots at the Jets. This used to be some sort of a rivalry last year, but it's not this year. I'll take the Patriots. New England -8. 41-13. Chiefs at the Broncos on Sunday Night Football. Low scoring affair here. 17-14. Broncos win. Take Kansas City plus 3.5. And then the Packers at the Eagles. The Green Bay Packers absolutely suck. They are garbage, and I think the Eagles are upset about that loss in Seattle. I think they had the opportunity to win that game, but their receivers are so bad. I was telling Eagle Speed, Carson Wentz is such a good quarterback. He just has nobody around him. I mean, I told Eagle Speed this, that the first thing they need to focus on in the draft is the wide receiver. I know there's not very good wide receivers in the draft, especially for the spread offense that they run. They need fast, shifty receivers. They don't really have that in this year's draft. It's not, except later in the draft. But they can go with somebody like Mike Williams from Clemson, someone who's big-bodied and, can catch the ball, Nelson Aguilar. So he doesn't fit their system as well. It's a spread offense. They run a lot of slants and so on and so forth. So, and slants and screens and stuff like that, speedy kind of plays. But I think that's what they should do. But anyway, the Eagles are going to win this game. I believe they're going to blow out the Green Bay Packers like the Green Bay Packers get blown out every game. And then the Packers are going to score some garbage points like they do every game. So I'll take the Eagles 40. Oh, no, I don't. Never mind. I thought I was going to blow them out, but I wrote this prediction yesterday. But 24-14 is what I predict. I'm just going to go by what I have on paper just in case I get it right. And if I switch it, then I'll hit myself in the head for that. But 24-14 is what I predict. Take Philadelphia -3.5. Oh, I wrote that 24-14 because I just don't think the wide receivers are that good, and the secondary from the Green Bay is not that good, so it's got to balance out somehow. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And yeah, who do you think, just a quick question right now, who do you think is a dark horse to make the playoffs? Who do you think is going to actually climb the ladder? Who's not in the playoff? Who's not, if the regular season ended today? Teams that are not making the playoffs right now, who do you think has a chance of making the playoffs? That's what I want to get out to you guys. So, in my opinion, it could be the Buccaneers. They have a chance to win a division, actually. They only, one or two games behind, and Atlanta's starting to choke like they did last year. So, I'm going to have the Buccaneers as a dark horse to make the playoffs, but they're just not going to get the win against the Seattle Seahawks. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next video.